If you are a digital marketer or you want to be, and you are struggling to sell digital products and make money online, this presentation is for you. So listen up. I am going to walk you through exactly how I have helped many, many, many clients, hundreds of clients, start successful businesses with products they didn't even create. And how my unique system, which combines a proven system plus supportive mentorship, has allowed many of my clients to achieve 5-figure months in 30 days or less. So imagine that the same could happen for you. I mean, think about all of the benefits that this would allow you to do, right? You could become a stay-at-home mom, you could retire your husband, you could travel the world, you could pay off your debt, you could buy a house or a rental property, right? I mean, there's just so many doors that open when you have the finances and you have the freedom. And not to mention, when you have financial freedom, you actually have the time to enjoy the life that you've built. I talk to so many entrepreneurs that get overwhelmed by this side hustle that turns into a 40-hour-a-week job, which is exactly what they were trying to avoid in the first place. So you're probably wondering who on earth I am and how I can make these bold claims and how I've been able to help so many people accomplish these big things. So, if you have not met me yet, I am Portia Baxter. I founded a company called Portia Baxter Global. We are a marketing agency. I primarily do business coaching and mentoring, but I also recently launched my own done for you digital marketing course, which, by the way, did win the award for Best Digital Marketing Course for Women in 2024. So I'm going to talk about that a little bit later, but you downloaded this video because you want to learn how to succeed at digital marketing. You want to learn how to succeed even if you are a total beginner or if you've failed multiple times before. So that's exactly what I'm going to teach you in this video. So before I dive in, I just want to say it really comes down to a very simple recipe. Now, it's just 2 ingredients. One is a proven system, and 2 is a supportive mentor who cares about you. A person who wants you to succeed, a person who will encourage you on the days when you feel like you don't have any courage to go forward, you want to quit, it's overwhelming, you're not getting sales, you're not getting leads, you're seeing everybody else get results, and you're wondering what's wrong with you. Okay, listen, the combination of having a proven plan and a mentor in my life has allowed me to finally have the confidence again to feel like I found my voice as an entrepreneur, like to feel like I could actually gracefully help others to accomplish their goals and dreams and really do more than they have ever dreamed. I mean, for me, the mark of a true leader, a true successful person, isn't their own results, but it's the results that they can help others to achieve. So I actually have a very vested interest in, your success. So if you're anything like me, you're driven, you're motivated, you're full of passion, but you just can't seem to get where you want to be because you don't have somebody to literally hold your hand and say, this is how you get there. This is the next step, right? You are possibly buying way too many courses because you keep thinking that this next course, is going to solve all of your problems. And then you don't give it enough time. And most people don't even get all the way through the courses. I mean, no shame, but like 85% of people who purchase digital courses never even complete the material. So it's very, very common. Okay. So if you're like me, you're buying too many courses, you're going in too many different directions. Maybe you're trying to do multiple income streams, but none of them are really profiting. What you really need is not to buy more stuff, but you need to have a mentor. Okay. You need a mentor who can teach you how to stop spending money and start making money. You need a mentor who can teach you how to get into profit. Okay. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to break down exactly how you can actually succeed at digital marketing. Okay. So you're probably thinking like, Portia, like I have failed so many times before. I really don't want to sit here through a 30-minute training that's going to give me absolutely 0 action steps. And I know that feeling. And I promise you that's not what I'm going to do. So let's dive into what we're going to cover in this presentation. We already did the intro. We're going to talk about my 8-step method. Yes, there are 8 steps. I'm going to talk really fast so that this can be a short training. Then I'm going to give you some bonus tips, and I'm going to talk about some of the most common mistakes that people make in digital marketing. This is going to save you a lot of money, but even more importantly, a lot of time, because you can always make more money, but you can't always get back time. You can never get back time. I mean, time is the most valuable commodity that we have, right? Because once it's spent, and you can never get it back. So hello again. My name is Portia Baxter. I've been an entrepreneur and a coach since 2017. I've got lots of trial, lots of error, lots of mistakes, but I finally found the secret sauce for hitting 5-figure months, and I've helped over 300 people, mostly women, start their businesses. If you're a man, I'll work with you totally fine. It's just that it tends to be women who gravitate towards me and work with me, but obviously all are welcome here. So I am going to just dive right in to the 8 steps, okay? And I wish these could come out one by one, because you're probably going to be like, oh my gosh, I need to, I'm overwhelmed. There's too many things, but I'm going to just kind of breeze through these, okay? And my hope is that you take something away from this, something that you didn't know before, okay? So I'm going to break this down. So step 1, it's, obvious, right? You have to choose a niche. So you need to know what niche you want to be in. And so we're talking about digital products, okay? So a digital product is just something that doesn't get shipped out. It's something that basically gets digitally downloaded, okay? So there's so many different niches out there. Gluten-free baking, keto lifestyle, dog walking. So many different things. Like, there's just so many different niches. So how do you know which niche to pick? Well, a lot of people make the mistake and they say, choose a niche that you are passionate about, okay? That sounds like a great idea, a novel idea. But what the problem is with that is you are probably looking at a timeline of 5 to 10 years, before your passion project is going to yield a profit, okay? Realistically, most businesses are not in profit until year 3. Okay, so for those of you who are like, I've bought 3 courses, I've been doing this for 2 weeks, I haven't made a sale, I'm frustrated, and I want to give up. Like, I want to gently correct that line of thinking, okay? Most people, 99% of people, aren't even going to make a sale their first year. And the people who make it as entrepreneurs are the people who keep going no matter what the difficulties are, no matter what problems come. They don't focus on the problems, they find solutions. And every time a fire comes, they put it out and they work around, right? You just work around. So I don't personally recommend that you try, unless you like have a really good paying job and you're just trying to like slowly build something on the side, or you don't really need an income. I wouldn't recommend just choosing any old random niche, because it's going to take you a long time to make like significant money. I would stick to one of the top 3 niches. Okay, these are timeless. These are always going to be a thing. Health, wealth, and relationships. People are always going to want to like get toned, you know what I mean? Like, feel better in their skin, be healthier, live longer. That's health. Then there's wealth, like make money online, which is the niche that I specialize in, or investing the money that they already have, real estate, stuff like that. And then number 3 is relationships, parenting. Parenting is never going to go away, right? Marriage help is never going to go away. Like, these are the self-care, like relationship to yourself. Like, these are niches that are already proven to be profitable. So you don't even have to worry about whether or not there's a demand for these products. Okay. So the next step is, once you choose your niche, is you're going to want to choose if you're going to go with a product that's done for you or one that you do yourself. Now, what I would highly recommend is that you start with something done for you that people are already selling. You're like, oh, okay, this is working, right? So if other people are selling this, then I can too. So you start with a done for you product, okay? You set yourself a goal. Maybe it's 3K a month, maybe it's 5K a month, maybe it's 10K a month. You have to hustle. People don't talk about this on social media. They make it seem like, oh, it's so easy to just make $1 million, but the reality is it's called a side hustle for a reason, because you gotta hustle. You cannot just post 2 reels a day on Instagram and think that you're gonna make 5 figures a month from that. That's not how it works. You have to put in the work. You have to grind. Now, once you are established and you've built your brand and you have credibility and you have loyal followers and you can expand your product suite, then you can probably post less than twice a day. You can probably post once a day or even twice a week. Like right now, I do not post on Instagram every day. Okay. I just don't. So you're going to have to decide if you want to choose a product that's already done for you or if you're going to want to create one from scratch. Now, there's a lot of great done for you products out there. I don't have a lot of knowledge outside of the make money online niche because it's the only niche I've ever done digital products for. But I do know that a lot of people want these types of products. And what I recommend is that you set a goal for yourself, whatever it is, and then you work towards that goal. And once you're consistently hitting that goal, then you start to look at, okay, what can I automate? What can I scale? Who can I hire? Who can help me? And then once you have your business kind of basically running without you, at that point, you can add another income stream. So a lot of people do multiple income streams the wrong way. They start something, they give it 30 days, it doesn't get rich. So then they go start something else and they give that 30 days and it doesn't get rich. And nothing's ever going to get rich in 30 days. So you need to stick to one thing, and master that and scale it and work yourself out of that business. And then once you've done that, then expand to the next income stream. Don't get, fall victim to the shiny object thing, because I can promise you, like, changing directions every 30 days is only going to waste your time. So you have to stick it out. If it's hard, it's supposed to be hard. If it's frustrating, it's supposed to be frustrating. If it's discouraging, it's supposed to be discouraging. That's the journey, right? Like, it's going to be full of ups and downs. So, all right, next is step 3. And this is where you are going to select your products. So you have to either, choose some that are done for you or create some of your own, but you do need to have a product suite, okay? So now this might seem confusing because I just said stick to one thing, but all of these products are going to be within the same niche, okay? So you're going to have a free product, that's called a lead magnet. You're going to have a low ticket offer, a mid ticket offer, and a high ticket offer, all right? So the reason why it's super important to have these is because you actually want to lead with your high ticket offer. And the most common objection that you're going to get is price. So instead of saying, okay, sounds good, well, if anything changes, let me know, then you can say, oh, well, actually, I do have this other product, that's a step down. And maybe, that's more within your budget. And then you're going to be surprised how many sales you get on a downsell, okay? If you have a high ticket item and people can't afford that, you need to have a mid ticket item that you can downsell to. And often you're going to sell that product, okay? So you're going to select your products, a freebie, a lead magnet, a low ticket, a mid ticket, and a high ticket offer. So that's a total of about 4 products, okay? Then you have to do your market research. This is the step that a lot of people skip, and it's so utterly important, and people don't take the time to do it. And then they wonder, why isn't anybody following me? Why isn't anybody liking my content? Like, you have to identify who your competitors are, and you need to spend some time researching your competitors. It's super important. A lot of people will say, well, I don't compare myself to anybody, so I don't really have any competitors. And my response to that is, okay, I'm not saying we're comparing ourselves to anybody else, but we are looking to the market to validate our methods, okay? We need a marketing strategy. So we need to look to the market and see what is working. Are we going to copy what everybody else is doing? Absolutely not. That's illegal. It's plagiarism. We're going to look to the market to see what people are doing, and we can get a sense of the climate of the digital landscape that we are in. And then we can go ahead and create our content based off of what we figure out in our research, okay? The next step is you need to choose a social platform. Again, a lot of people try to be everywhere all at once. They're on Facebook, they're on TikTok, they're on Instagram, they're on Threads, they're on Pinterest, they're on YouTube, they're on LinkedIn, and none of it is profiting. They're scattered in their brain, and it's a lot of work, and none of it's working. So I think that when it comes to platforms, you need to choose one, okay? And you have to be very strategic about the way that you choose your platform, okay? You need to choose the right platform for your offer and for your audience. Now, the next step is you need to create content, okay? And especially if you're brand new, this content needs to be engaging, okay? Stop doing side hustle videos. Stop posting, hey, I have a way for you to quit your 9-to-5. Comment ready for more info. Because let me just ask how that's working. How is that working? Probably not very well if you're watching this video. So you can just stop doing that, okay? It's not going to work. You need to create content that is going to draw people in, okay? At the time of this recording, it is nearly the end of 2024. Most social platforms allow you to see people's content without following them, which has resulted in people getting ultra stingy with that follow button, okay? So you have to give people a reason to follow you so that you show up on their feed. So you need to be able to create engaging content. Now, once you have kind of built up your audience and you have good engagement, you have a good amount of followers, what I suggest is that you then go ahead and launch your product, and you're going to launch with a giveaway. Now, here is the thing. Most courses that are master resale rights or affiliate courses do not allow you to change the price. It is only the course creator that dictates when there are, or the company that dictates when there are sales and special promotions. Other than that, it's like mostly illegal in terms of like the guidelines for each community for you to offer a discount. Okay. So how do you do a giveaway? Well, that's a great question. So here at Passive Profits, we do things way different. Okay. I actually am the founder of Passive Profits, and I allow all of my affiliates to do 4 giveaways per year. So you are giving away a high ticket product for 100% free. Imagine if you have done all of these steps, you've boosted your engagement, you've built a following, you've create credibility and authority and trust. And now you say, instead of trying to sell somebody something, you actually say, hey, my mentor is giving away this huge program, which I have learned so much from. Who wants to enter? So we teach you the right way to do a giveaway. Now, a properly executed giveaway should yield you between 50 to 200 leads your very first time if you do it right, okay? So there is a right and a wrong way for sure to do this. Not to mention you need to be compliant with all of the guidelines of all of the social platforms, right? So we teach you how to do giveaways, and we teach you how to get 50 to 200 leads per giveaway into your funnel, into your automated funnel, which, by the way, we customize just for you. So when you join Passive Profits, you're getting a funnel so your sales can be automated, right? And a lot of these companies, like I would, hear me out, I would never bash any other company. There's absolutely no reason to bash another course, another program. I would never do that. I think we're all in this together. We're all trying to have the same goal, right? We just want to have a better life, financial freedom. But I've purchased a lot of courses in my journey, and I know that a lot of them don't allow you to do giveaways, but we allow you to do giveaways, and we teach you exactly how to do that. And we teach you how to get sales from those giveaways. So my affiliates are allowed 4 giveaways a year. Can you just imagine how many leads would come into your funnel if you were able to do 4 giveaways per year? And sorry, I got a little sidetracked there, but with the funnel, what I was going to say is when you join a program as an affiliate, if they have a funnel that's like a done for you situation, normally they give it to you and it's the same funnel that literally every other affiliate gets. And with Passive Profits, we do things a little bit differently. So we understand that you're trying to build your business and you're trying to build your brand. And in 2 or 3 or 5 years from now, you may not want to promote Passive Profits. So we don't encourage you to brand yourself around our product. We encourage you to brand yourself around yourself. So you build the brand that is you, right? And one of the ways that we help you to do that is we actually build a funnel for you that is 100% customized. So we get to learn what colors do you like, what type of tone do you like to write with? Is it educational or sarcastic or witty? Who is your audience? Who are you trying to reach? What is your story? What's your journey been like with trying to find a way to make money online? Are you working full time? Have you tried other side hustles? And we take everything that you tell us and we put it all into a nice little funnel just for you, all done for you. And this funnel is definitely not the same as anybody else's. So that's pretty cool if you ask me. So anyway, back to the steps. So you do your giveaway, you get your leads, you get your sales, and then all those leads are going to go into your funnel and get to start going through the customer journey. And that's the last step, is you need to take people on a customer journey. So a customer journey means going from not knowing who you are to knowing who you are, to liking who you are, to wanting information about what you sell, to being nurtured, to then converting into a sale. So what I think a lot of these the big courses, kind of don't teach you is how to take somebody on that customer journey. And a big part of that is having those other options. Like sales psychology tells us that people are 10 times more likely to purchase a product from you if they've already purchased something else from you in the past. So if you can get somebody into your world on a $7 product, maybe it's an email swipe file or a training video or some 30-day template or a journal template or whatever, some just easy thing. If you can get somebody in with a $7 purchase, they're 10 times more likely to then purchase your other products, as opposed to somebody never purchasing anything from you at all. So we teach you in Passive Profits how to come in, how to take customers on a journey, how to bring them all the way from not having a clue who you are to being a loyal, raving fan. I joke about this, but I'm totally serious. There are people in my circle that if I started selling dog food, literally by the bag, they would buy a dozen of them, because even if they didn't have a dog. And I know that probably sounds really silly, but the reason why is because they trust me. And they know that if I am putting my name on something, that it is a dang good product and it is worth their money. So they would buy it and they would gift it to their friends that have dogs, right? Because I've taken years to build trust. I've taken years to show up. I've showed up on days when I'm tired and I'm sick. I'm sick today. I have a fever, but I'm showing up here. I show up when I'm sick. I show up when I'm tired. I show up when I'm discouraged. I show up with the wins. I show up with the flops and the failures. And when I make mistakes, I apologize. And, I've shared my journey with people over the years, and that builds trust. Trust is so important. One way that you can repel all of your potential people is to create a brand new social media account and put all these spammy videos about, I have a side hustle, done for you this, done for you that, quit your 9 to 5, blah, blah, blah. That's not going to build trust with anybody. That's going to make people think, okay, this person is desperate for sales. Okay. And I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling them needing my money. Like, marketing should always be about the consumer, never about the person. So when I do something like film a video, I'm putting all this value into it for you so that you can walk away going, wow, that was really helpful for me paying $0. I wonder what it would be like to actually pay for her course. If I get this much value out of a free training, like, what could I get if I paid to work with her, right? So way more, by the way, way more. So that is the 8-step method. By the way, we teach all of this inside of Passive Profits. So I know this was just kind of like a brief overview, but for me to like go into a full-on training on all of this stuff, this training would be like an 8-hour long training. So if you like what you hear and you want some help with implementing all of these steps, I would just invite you to click the button below this video to get a little bit more information, okay? So the next thing I'm going to cover is just a couple of bonus tips. So tip number 1 is you need to be a professional friend. Literally a professional friend. You need to build relationships. It looks like I totally spelled it wrong. Relationships. My bad. Oh well. Yeah, sales is relational, not transactional. So I think this is really especially important since we are in a post-COVID world, right? And I'm not trying to get all crazy or political or anti-vax or pro-vax or anything like that on you. I'm just trying to say that, the impact that like a global pandemic had was that many people were kind of isolated and alone for an extended period of time. And so what happens with trends is they sort of tend to happen in a pendulum where we swing all the way to one way, and then to course correct, we swing all the way to the other way, and we actually overswing in effort to correct our course. So there was this whole like isolated, lonely season of our lives, and now we're like, oh, everything is wait, let's get together, like let's talk about it. And so like it used to be in my coaching business, when I would invite people to book a call with me, most of them would not even respond, right? They just wouldn't respond. Now 9 times out of 10, I send them my calendar link, and 5 minutes later they've booked a call. Why? People are craving human connection. Okay. People are surprised that you would take 30 minutes out of your day to actually talk to them, even if they don't buy anything. And why do you do that? Because you care about people, okay? You need to care about people. And if honestly, if all you care about is the sale, then, I would suggest that you probably go get a job as a sales rep, and not be an entrepreneur, because you have to care about people. You have to care about their story. You have to sit through them telling you that they have 5 kids and their husband left them and he was a narcissist, and now they're single moms and they're looking for some kind of extra income, and they're really scared to take a leap because they don't have much margin. And you have to sit through that, and you have to empathize, and you have to be a human and be like, wow, like, that is so hard. And I'm so honored that you would even be talking to me and considering making this decision with me, because that's a huge risk and it's a big step. And I don't take that lightly, right? So, number one is build relationships, okay? Now, I'm not saying go cold DM a bunch of strangers. Please don't do that, okay? You don't have to do that. But for the people that, get into your circle, get to know them, care about them, and jump on a call with people to see if you have a solution for one of their problems. Okay. Which leads us to bonus tip number 2, solve problems. Wow, I am all over the place with my not spelling ability today. Solve problemas. Maybe that's Spanish. I don't know. Sorry about that. I actually legit have a fever. And so I'm like, I don't feel good, but I'm taking the next 3 days off. So I don't want to put off this video till next week. So serve others before trying to sell them. Okay. You want to choose people over profit and service over sales. You want to make people feel important. You want to identify what problems that they have. And if you identify a problem that you can solve, then you're going to go ahead and show them that you have a solution. Okay. And bonus tip number 3, this is probably the most important thing that you're going to get out of this whole video, is you have to tap into other people's audience. Your reach is only so far. For the average person, the average marketer, your network is maybe thousands, probably hundreds, okay? And there's warm network there, and then there's cold network, and then there's people who could potentially be in your network if you would, try to get them there. But you have to actually figure out a way to tap into other people's audiences. And of course, I'm not going to also deep dive into all of that right now, but we do teach this inside of Passive Profits as well. This is how you truly grow. Now I'm reaching hundreds of thousands each week instead of hundreds. Okay. Hundreds of thousands of people are exposed to my brand every single week because I know how to utilize other people's audience. Okay. All right. So a couple of common mistakes that people are making, and I've kind of alluded to all these already, but I'm just going to say them again. It's branding the product instead of yourself. I mean, we've all received a Facebook friend request from like somebody in health and wellness where you look at their profile and they just have like a picture of products all over. And it's like, realistically, why would I want to accept that friend request? Like, I probably don't, right? They're just probably going to try and sell me something. So delete. So what happens when the health and wellness thing doesn't work out and you've built your whole brand around collagen and you want to switch to digital products and making money online, and you've got 3,000 followers on Instagram who have all followed you because they like to be wrinkle free, and now you're like, oh well, I want to switch to digital marketing, and it doesn't make sense because nobody in your circle like wants to hear about that because they followed you for health and wellness. So you need to brand yourself instead of branding your business around any type of product, okay? The next common mistake is not learning sales. I think it's so funny that, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I have bought a lot of courses and most of them don't teach sales. And that is the number one skill that you need to learn is sales. And if you can't do sales, it doesn't matter what course you buy, you're not going to be successful because people aren't buying Most people aren't going to ask you, so what's in the different 200 modules? Can you give me a list? Like, most people don't care about that. They want to know how their lives are going to be transformed as a result of them, making this decision. And you have to be able to learn sales. All right. So we teach that inside of Passive Profits, by the way. Last thing is giving up too soon or chasing shiny objects. So this is like no condemnation, no shame on you. Don't feel guilty about this. We have all done it. But the reality is, if you're going to try and build an actual business, you need to have at least a 12-month commitment to endure the ups and downs of that business before you give up on it. And people don't like hearing that because we live in, at least in my country, I'm in the United States, and I would say the overall climate is we want results in a microwave when more often they're in a crock pot. Now, I am a Minnesota girl, so we use crock pots in the fall. You might call it something else, all one pot or whatever. All it means is a meal. Yes, and I have a broken arm. I think I'm getting my cast off in a couple days, but all it means is, like, when last week I made chili for dinner in the crock pot, and it had to sit for about 6 hours before it was ready. Now, there's a lot of similarities to entrepreneurship. Okay, you could put it in the microwave for 3 minutes, or you could put it in the crock pot for 6 hours, right? And which one is going to taste better and be more healthy and nutritional? The crock pot, right? The slow cooker. And success happens in a slow cooker, not a microwave. So you have to be willing to endure. And it's hard. It's hard when you're desperate for the money. It's hard when you really need results. But you have to understand that every single time you jump to a new thing, you're starting over at zero, and you're going to have to start a brand new 12-month commitment over at zero. And if you're giving up in 30 days, like, you just might not. Like, I mean, I know it's counterintuitive for me to say, like, it's counterintuitive for me to give a training teaching entrepreneurship, and then at the end for me to tell you that you might not be cut out for entrepreneurship. But I want to help you avoid spending unnecessary time or money. If you are expecting results in 30 days, you need to fix your mindset. That's not reality. Okay, you have to fix your mindset. And if you're somebody who is prone to give up when you find a challenge, then maybe this isn't the right thing for you, because you need to be an overcomer. You need to look at it and go, of course there's challenges. It's worth it. I'm going to press on. I'm going to press forward. I mean, I worked for 7 years. Me, Portia, I'm telling you this. I worked for 7 years online before I had my first 5-figure month. Okay. And in those 7 years, I was lucky to make $1,000 a month, right? That was a rarity. Okay. So 7 years of perseverance before I actually got to where I wanted to be. And now, because of the methods and stuff that I teach inside of Passive Profits, I'm now able to exponentially double, triple, 3x my income, which I'm so thankful for. And hey, I want to teach you how to do the exact same thing. So, introducing Passive Profits. I've talked about it quite a few times already, but this is the only high ticket affiliate program that not only gives you a 100% custom done for you funnel, we also have a sales team that can close your sales for you. Now, we can also train you to do that for yourself, and you're going to make more money if you do, because people like you and your brand. But hey, if you don't want to do that, we'll close your sales for you. Also, we don't just teach you how to resell a course, okay? Inside of Passive Profits, we're going to teach you how to sell the courses that you've already purchased so you can make so much more money. Okay. We're going to teach you everything you need to know about sales, marketing, lead generation, content creation, growing your brand, everything. And on top of that, we combine the program with supportive mentorship. So I'm not talking about getting dropped into a community and then ghosted and having to figure out everything out on your own. I'm talking to you about a real person who can literally audit your social media every single week. Like, you can literally get a free social media audit every single week with Passive Profits. You show up to the weekly call, you want us to look at your content, we will. It's not generating leads, it's not generating sales. We will tell you exactly why, what to change, how to fix it to get you results. We are a results driven business, okay? We are in the business of results. We want to see change, okay? So, I know that I just threw a lot of stuff at you, right? And you're probably like, oh my gosh, I gotta take this and go figure out what to do with all of this. Let me just make it easy for you, okay? If you are looking to move forward in your business in a way that is long term, in a way that is sustainable, in a way that is done with passion and integrity. And by the way, we also teach you how to bring consistent passive income in and then go pursue that passion. Remember in the beginning, I was saying don't try to monetize your passion right in the beginning. First, you need to get your business running and then you can focus on your passion. So we will get you there. We will get you to the point where you can monetize your passion. But there's other stuff you need to do first to set the foundation and lay the groundwork for a sustainable online business. So what I would like for you to do is I would like for you to just click the button below to learn a little bit more about passive profits. Okay. What we're going to do is we're just going to have a no pressure conversation, just a little bit for you to get to know me and me to get to know you and learn a little bit about passive profits. Okay. This program is for you if you're tired of buying course after course. This program is for you if you're ready for a mentor to hold you by the hand and literally tell you, this is what you do every single day. This is what you do on Facebook. This is what you do on Instagram. This is what you do on TikTok. This is what you do on Threads, right? Like if you want a real mentor to walk you through step by step on exactly how to have success online, this is for you. If you're ready to be done with chasing shiny objects and you're ready to finally find your path, this is for you, okay? I have had many success stories with my clients. One in particular hit 6 figures in under 3 months. Another girl I'm thinking of hit 5 figures in under 2 weeks. Okay, so my question for you is if I can get those results for other people, why couldn't I get those same results for you and so much more? Now, it doesn't happen by accident. It happens through methodology, it happens through science and psychology, right? And there's so much that goes into building a successful business online that I don't think a lot of the big courses really touch on. They don't teach you what the millionaires are doing. They don't teach you what the people who are actually turning a 6-figure a year profit are actually doing, 7 figures, how are they doing? How are they thinking? What are their daily income producing activities? What are the things that I need to do when I show up to work? We're going to tell you all of that, okay? So it is my mission to help as many people as possible, but I just particularly love women and especially moms because I'm one, but literally, I want to help people not only crush their goals, but also just overcome all of the challenges that come with the disappointment of having failed businesses. So without further ado, let's just get to it. Let's work together and let's create something great. Why don't you click the link below so you can learn a little bit more about how with our program you can earn up to $5,000 per sale. Okay? Now, remember, you're not just getting a program, you're getting a mentor who's going to hold your hand, who, yes, is going to push you out of your comfort zone. But listen, growth never happens in comfort, okay? I'm going to get you into success mode. And honestly, like, I'm going to help you stop losing money and start building profit, okay? We're going to do this ethically. We're going to do this with integrity. We're going to do this with grace. We're not going to mislead anyone or make any false claims. We're not doing anything shady. We're not teaching you to bash others. We're teaching you how to build a real business. If something that you want for yourself is a real business and real results, click the button below and let's talk a little bit more about how passive profits can get you there. We'll see you inside.